This channel is called High Voltage, and we are live. Last time, yesterday, when I read Caring Enough to Forgive, True Forgiveness, I forgot to turn on the microphone. So, Trevor, if you happen to join in, I did send you the link to join. And Trevor, for those of you that don't know Trevor, but how could you not know Trevor? Trevor elicited and carried the trivia contest like a pro, and T-Bird forewent the $100 prize because she was the only one that showed up. So I proposed this to T-Bird that we split the $100, mark it into 2 trivia contests, and T-Bird, I still need your email to send the $50, and then let's do another trivia contest where more people will play. We just need testimonials. So before I read, Kawar, I added you. Kawar? Hi. Hello.
Hello.
I added you onto the live stream. Kawar?
Yes.
Hello. Let me
Me
just turn it around for a minute. Hello. How are you? Are you good?
good.
You're good? I'm really good. I'm really good. I don't know, I haven't spoken to you in such a long time.
Yes, really.
So we're live on YouTube, and I'm reading a book, and it's called Caring Enough to Forgive. Okay?
Where is Trevor?
What's that?
I said, where is Trevor?
Trevor, I sent the link to him as well. So why don't you message Trevor? Why don't you message Trevor and tell him to come on live because I sent him an invite. And I'm just going to start reading the second chapter of Caring Enough to Forgive. True Forgiveness, Kawar. So I'm going to start reading. So I'm going to flip myself around. And if you want to stay online and listen, that's great. And if not, you can listen without being on the channel. You can listen being on the channel. And if you want to get a hold of Trevor, I sent him 2 links already. So here we go. Kawar is from Pakistan, and Kawar and I met on Facebook about 5 years ago. And
Yes.
yes. And it took me about a year to convince Kawar to join the channel. So I'm just going to continue reading. All right. It says, I've been wronged. How does one deal with the pain, anger, injustice felt when wronged by another? First, by reducing the sense of outraged innocence. When angry, most human beings refer to see the other as the invader, attacker, exploiter, and the self as the innocent victim. So, to give you an example of that, okay. So let's explain what that means. That means that Kawar, let's say you told me that you were going to do me a favor, and you never did it, but the reason you never did it is because I did something that really hurt your feelings. And you might think, Lasha wronged me. I'm not following through on that favor because she hurt me. Now, Kawar would never do that, but that's an example where people play the blame game instead of owning up to their own responsibilities and taking ownership for their own actions,
Yes.
right? Maintaining this definition frees the self from blame and responsibility while laying it solely at the other's doorstep. So, in other words, we really wouldn't have to forgive anything if we all took responsibility for ourselves. And that's the truth. And what's interesting is people can say what they want about the Bible or the Quran or the Torah about God, and it's not real, and this and that, and this and that. Well, if that's true, then why? Yes, Clark.
We are responsibilities of God.
That's right. Keep going. Whatever you want to say, Kawar. We have the responsibility to God. That's correct. And because we have responsibility to God, we have responsibility to ourselves to be our best selves and to do the best for others, even though there are little parasites out there in the world. I can tell you there's no parasites on this channel. Then it says Kawar, it says, however, such one sided injustices are rare. That's not really true. Well, that is true. Among continuing relationships, there's always a tug of war. I get that part. Not literal war, but metaphorically. There are hit and run attacks of one-way violations of another in which one person is obviously the offender, and this is recognized by both. Okay, so I'll give an example of that. Kawar, I have a question for you. In this paragraph where it says, in some situations, there is exactly a perpetrator and a victim. Okay. So, an example of that from my life would be my leg when I broke my leg and the doctor lied. That was a one-way offense toward my person. Okay. So, Kawar, how do I forgive Dr. Corcola from the Barry Hospital in the Royal Victoria Hospital? How do I forgive him for not saying anything in reference to the damage he did to my leg? The fact that he never said a word, and it's been 7 years and I still get upset about it. How do
Why
I
you
forgive him?
why you cannot report to the police when doctor break your
Because in this country, Kawar, it's not like that. It's just not like that. There's a statutory of limitations, and it's 2 years, Kawar. So this happened in 2017, and my last chance to sue was before October the 28th of 2019. But
yes.
my last surgery was August the 28th of 2019, and then we moved to Beamsville, and it was too late. And when I called to try to find a lawyer to take the case, nobody would take it because people don't sue doctors in this country because it's impossible to win, but people do win, and it's the best kept secret in Canada. That man should be in jail. He should be in jail. You know, Eh, I really believe that, but I don't know how to forgive that when he's never taken responsibility. So tomorrow I'm going to talk about, and I'll read you more in reference to how to forgive a one-way perpetrator. Okay? Kawar, Kawar,
Yes.
hello.
Yes.
I heard you. I hear you. I'm right here. I'm right here. Kawar, I have to get ready now to go for my get ready for my day because it's at 1 minute to 11 in the morning here, Eastern time in Ontario, Canada. And I will see you, Kawar.
Yes.
I will see you soon. Yes. And don't forget to hit like, leave a comment of what you thought, right? And next time we'll get Trevor so the three of us can go live together.
Inshallah.
Okay, inshallah.